and welcome. You're back with me now at Anglo Link. Today we're going to look at some useful expressions for introductions and greetings. I have divided these into two groups, formal and informal, so that by the end of the video you will have a clear idea of how to introduce yourself or another person and how to greet people, both in friendly, informal situations and in formal business situations. So, when you're ready, we can begin. Introductions and greetings. Let's start with introductions, and let's look at how you introduce yourself. As I said, we'll look at two situations, informal and formal. In an informal situation, it's really nice and simple. Just say hi or hello, then say I am or my name is, and give your name. Hi, I'm. Hello, my name is. Now, in a formal situation, it's a little longer. Let's have a look at some examples. Hello. I don't think we've met. Let me introduce myself. My name is. An alternative. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is. That's right. Formal situations require longer sentences and more advanced structures. Okay, let's look at how you can introduce someone else. In an informal situation, again, it's nice and easy. Just say, this is. For example, this is my friend Sue. You could say, this is my brother, John. Let's look at the formal expressions for introducing someone else. First example. May I introduce my colleague, Sue Halen? Allow me to introduce my colleague, Sue Halen. I would like you to meet my colleague, Sue Halen. Again, notice that in a formal situation, the expressions are longer and we use more advanced structures. Okay, let's have a look at what we say after the introductions. You've just been introduced to someone in an informal situation, and the most common expression in this case is nice to meet you. Hi Sue, nice to meet you. And the most common response is nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You can also use words that mean nice, like happy or lovely or pleased. So you can say, hello Sue, I'm happy to meet you. Sue can respond by saying, lovely to meet you too. Let's look at the formal situation. As before, the sentences are going to be longer and we're going to use more advanced structures. But probably the most surprising thing is this expression. You've just been introduced to someone in a formal situation and you will hear, how do you do, Miss Halen? How do you do is a formal synonym for nice to meet you. It is not a question. And the answer to how do you do is, how do you do? Let's look at another formal expression you can use when you've just been introduced to someone. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Helen. And Miss Helen can respond by saying, I'm very pleased to meet you too. Right, let's look at expressions that we use to greet someone we know. In an informal situation, it's hi, hello, and of course, we ask them how they are. Hi Sue, how are you? How are you is a real question. It's not an expression like how do you do, which means nice to meet you. It requires an answer. Hi Sue, how are you? The most common answer is fine, thanks. And you? Or you could say or hear, hello Sue, how are you doing? And the answer is very similar. It can be, great, thanks. How about you? Let's look at the formal expressions when you greet someone you know. Good morning, Miss Helen. How are you today? Notice that we use how are you in both informal and formal situations. Thanks is quite an informal word. In a formal situation, it's better to use thank you. I'm very well, thank you. And you? Let's look at another possible expression in a formal situation. Hello, Miss Helen. It's nice to see you again. Now, Miss Helen can respond by repeating, it's nice to see you again too. That's a bit long and repetitive. We have a really nice shortcut for that. Miss Helen can return the compliment, it's nice to see you again, by just saying, and you. Now, look at the two sentences again. In the first one, good morning, Miss Helen. How are you today? The answer was, I'm very well, thank you. And you? And you here is a question. She's returning your question. She's asking, how are you? In the second example, it's nice to see you again. And you? And you is a statement. It has a falling intonation, and it's used to return the compliment or the greeting. Right, let's move on and see how we say goodbye to people in an informal or formal situation. Again, nice simple expressions for saying goodbye informally. I must go. Catch you later. Possible response? Okay. See you later. Bye. Another example? I'll be off now. Speak to you later. You can answer, sure, take care. Let's look at saying goodbye in a formal situation. Again, you can expect longer sentences and more advanced structures. Let's have a look. Goodbye. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Which requires a formal response. The pleasure is mine. I hope to see you again soon. Let's look at another example. I must be on my way. It was nice seeing you again. and to return the compliment. Likewise. I look forward to seeing you again soon. So that's it for introductions, greetings, and saying goodbye. Before we leave, let's put all of that together in 2 conversations. In conversation 1, we're using the informal style. Let's just read it together. Hello, my name's Kate. Hi Kate, I'm Julie. Nice to meet you, Julie. Nice to meet you too. This is my friend Sue. Yes, I know. We've already met. How are you, Sue? Fine, thanks. And you? Great, thanks. We must go now. Speak to you later, Julie. Okay. See you both later. Now let's look at the second conversation where we're using a formal style, for example in a business meeting. Good morning. I don't think we've met. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kate Russell. How do you do? My name is Julie Bates. How do you do, Miss Bates? Allow me to introduce my colleague, Sue Halen. Well, actually, we've already met. Hello, Miss Halen. How are you? Very well, thank you. It's very nice to see you again. And you. Well, we must be on our way. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Miss Bates. I hope to see you again soon. Likewise. I look forward to seeing you both again. Well, that's all for introductions and greetings. For more information and to review these points, you can go to our website, anglolink.com. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye now.